Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Right now, the boys at Acra have excellent rebates and incentives on every new vehicle on the lot, with a great in-stock inventory ready for delivery. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal during the Start Something New event at Acra, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acra, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram in Greensburg.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on Tree Country 1330 WTRE Sports. I'm John Dooley alongside, Deb Potter here running the pictures. Gary Bailey cannot be here with us tonight, and we're expecting Jason Simpson to come in and slide in his place. He's not here yet, but we're going to start without him, Deb. That's what we're going to do. All right. So here we go with the Pirates on the road tonight. They follow up last night, played number 1 Brownstown Central. Brownstown Central last year's the 2024 3A state champion, and they're still unbeaten at 12-0. They topped the Pirates 68-55, but we'll tell you, and the coach Colin Rigney will tell you, Pirates played well. And Brownstown Central was just better, but Pirates put together a good game last night anyway. So here we are next night at South Decatur, another non-conference basketball game with the county rival South Decatur. There was a JV contest before that, and Pirates defeated South Decatur in that one. I would tell you to score, but Deb, I didn't write it down. Can you believe that? After taking, but the Pirates won decisively in the JV contest. I'll add that up later, and I'll get you the exact score because I got all the individual scoring in that one. So, Pirates come in here 5-8 on the year. South Decatur at home tonight, 4-9 on this one. This is in back-to-back games for the Pirates. Like I mentioned, for South Decatur, their previous outing, let's turn the page here and find out. They played a couple nights ago. They played at Christian Academy down in Madison and defeated them 73-33 for that outing. So, but tonight, throw those records out. We got the Pirates here tonight playing at South Decatur. These players all know each other. And let's take a look at the coaches of these two ball clubs. Both of these are first-year coaches for their respective clubs right here for South Decatur. Let's take a look here. Josh Cherwiger in his first year. Again, we mentioned 4-9 at South Decatur. Colin Rigney 5-8 here in his first year. And these teams over the last 40 years, this is a series that's been dominated by the Pirates. The Pirates have won 43 times and South Decatur 6 times over the last 40 years. Last time they hooked up was back on January 20th. Pirates winning that one 62-53. So there we are. We're ready to get her going and get her done. Teams out on the court warming up as we speak. We should mention, let's mention some of the scores from last night. We've got last night, Batesville topped Franklin County 51-36 in conference play. We mentioned Brownstown defeating Greensburg 68-55. Madison, an 11-point winner over Rushville 56-45. Southwestern 56, Lawrenceburg 35. It was also Edinburgh over the other Southwestern. The first one was Southwestern down on the river, and Southwestern Shelby was defeated by Edinburgh 61-39. Hauser tops Waldron 63-40. North Decatur, a 2-point winner over Morristown 45-43. And Jennings County defeated Floyd Central 79-78, a 1-point squeaker right there. Couple girls games to report here from today. Franklin defeated Whiteland 66-55. Also, the Franklin County girls defeated Talawanda from Ohio 51-35. And the Lady Pirates, #1 in the state all season long on the road today at Batesville. They're still perfect. 64-45 winners over the Batesville Bulldogs. And they're 2 more games to play in the regular season. Sectional draw for the ladies will be this Sunday at 5 o'clock. So we'll have that going on. And we'll take her from there. We do have Jason Simpson. He's a little late arrival. He's going to come up and give us some help. So we might have him come up the other way, unless he wants to. Think he'll come up the other way, Deb, or we'll get him up here one way or the other. How about that? Well, we'll take a break here. Again, it's about 11 minutes before tip-off, so we're going to leave you, and we'll be back right after this on Tree Country.
This is Michelle Gauck with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
All right, we're back with you here at Tree Country 1330. Pre-game sponsor here tonight, Hillbilly Corner, family-owned farmers market located on Highway 46, just past Forest Hill before Pumphrey's Hill to the left. Bright red metal roof building, you can't miss it. Hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That's Hillbilly Corner, our pre-game sponsor. Jason Simpson joining us here. Jason would have been here earlier, but he knows everybody in the gym. Had to talk to them all getting here.
Well,
Thanks for joining us, Jason.
I think time just moves more quickly here on the south end of the county or something. You know, normally it's still the middle of the fourth quarter, and we're 10 minutes away from tip-off, Doc.
All right, very good. So, all right, teams warming up as we speak. We already gave the scores, some of the scores from yesterday and today. We did mention Greensburg Lady Pirates defeating Batesville 64-45 today, and so you got 2 more regular season games left, Coach.
Hey, I do have to ask you, what's the best day to beat Batesville?
Oh, just any day that ends in Y,
Thank
right?
you.
So,
all right, I knew you knew the answer to that.
Okay, just checking. So, but a good win for you tonight, or this afternoon, I guess it was. That way you could make it here tonight. So, and again, a couple games next week, and I tell you what, sectional draw for the ladies this Sunday at 5 o'clock. And you just going to stay home, or is there a gathering? What's going on with that one?
Yeah, actually, I will stay home, and there is a gathering in my basement, so the girls will come over tomorrow and be fed well, and then it'll be normally each year about 6:30 is about the time that our sectional is drawn. But now what people have to look out for is last year the IHSAA shifted the regionals to a 1-game regional, and so the draw for that comes out at the end of all of the sectionals. And so you won't know the specific team, but you will at least know what sectional is feeding in to the game that we will hopefully be playing in on that Saturday.
Yeah, they will assign the regional locations after the winners. Is that how it works?
Yes,
yeah.
But I would say if I were a betting man, which I'm not, but if I were, there's probably about a 95% probability we'll be back in Charlestown where we are every year.
Yeah, very good. You're familiar with that place. So
it's a phenomenal facility, and hey, it's blue and white, and they're the Pirates, so it almost feels like home.
That's right. Only three schools in Indiana are the Pirates.
Let me see if I can get this. Greensburg.
Yep.
Charlestown.
Yep.
Maryville.
You got it.
Look at that. Tougher than a Kroger steak, Doc.
All right. Gotcha. Very good. So, well, JV game preceded this one. Pirates are winning big in that one. Pirates coming off a game last night. Here the boys, not here last night, but at home last night against number 1 Brownstown Central. Brownstown Central remains perfect at 12-0 on the year. I think and the coach thought so too. Thought the Pirates played well in that ball game, and they fell short, but they thought they fought a good battle.
And that's one of those games you look at. If I'm Colin, and he was exactly right. I listened to your post-game interview with him. They do continue to get better, but I also felt like, last Thursday against Batesville was maybe the best they'd played all year. And then they turned that around against South Dearborn and almost forgot all of the things that made them successful.
Yes.
So now the key tonight will be take all those lessons, because last night replaced Batesville as the best they've played all year.
Yeah.
They were tremendous last year and last night and just came up short. And so now the key is going to be take those lessons that you learned last night, what made us successful in so many long pockets and stretches of that game, and make sure that they carry over to tonight. That's when you're going to start seeing that true growth and improvement out of this team that Colin's looking for.
We'll find out. So we're at South Decatur tonight. One game for the boys next week. That'll be Friday on the road at Lawrenceburg. We'll bring you that one. And Jason, thanks for replacing Gary Bailey here today. You couldn't be here. He's going to be refereeing some college tennis there at the University of Cincinnati. But he's got priorities. We got our priorities.
It's fine, Doc. We know how part-timers are. They've got excuses for everything, and Gary is the captain of that club, so it's all right. So I'm more than happy to fill in for him.
We sure appreciate it. So busy day for you, coaching a ball game, and now calling the ball game on the radio. So appreciate your efforts here.
I have to be sure tonight, not only calling the ball game, but having a son that's involved in it, make sure that I am either not overly praising or overly criticizing number 30 for the Pirates. What is he's 14? Good Lord, I don't even know.
You don't even know your own son's number.
Well, I try not to. Okay. Just make sure that I keep it right down the center of the lines here.
We're all homers here. Just join us. That's what we do. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to step away briefly. We'll come back. We'll talk with Colin Rigney of the Pirates when we return. So don't go away. You're listening to Tree Country 1330 Sports right here on 1330.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some great savings on tires. Right now through the end of February, you can get up to $180 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, your repairs are covered wherever you travel. And farmers, the Goodyear service trucks come to you when tire problems arise on the farm. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg, phone 812-663-7551.
And we're speaking with Coach Colin Rigney of the Greensburg Pirates. Coach, second 2 games and 2 nights right here. We're here on the road at South Decatur. What do you know about the Cougars?
I know they're a scrappy bunch, and they've got some kids that can shoot it pretty well. One of them being Carson Templeton. They've also got another very good guard in Drake Skaggs. So, it's going to be a great challenge again for us tonight, especially on the road.
Yeah, felt like you played pretty well in a shortcoming here last night against Brownstown Central, but can't always bring that 2 nights in a row.
No, and that's another way we're going to be tested tonight. This is our first true double weekend. We were supposed to play Shelbyville-Connorsville right there when the snow hit. Connorsville got postponed to a later date, and then we were able to play Shelbyville. So this is our first true double weekend.
How do you prepare for back-to-back games like this? What do you do coach-wise?
I'm a big believer in one game at a time. So our prep this week was predominantly Brownstown Central, with them being the first game, and then we came in this morning and did our prep for South Decatur. So one game at a time is how I operate.
One game this week also for the ladies. They picked up a win there at Batesville, flying high at 19-0, and we're real proud of them.
Absolutely. I don't care what sport you're playing. And how good you are or how good the opposition is. If you go to Batesville and get a win, that's a good day. And the way I understand, I listened to some of the game. Sounds like it was a tough day for some of our girls. I think a few of them got in some foul trouble. I think I heard that we hit our first three in like the third or fourth quarter. Yeah. So it's great to see them battle through some of that adversity and come away with a win.
What's fun about sports, you can anticipate what you're going to have, but what you anticipate, what you get's not always the same thing, Coach.
No, you're exactly right. You're exactly right.
Yeah. We're looking for a good one here at South Decatur here on Saturday night. Some final thoughts before we tip this off, Coach.
Nope. We're ready. We're excited. This is going to be a great night. Great county matchup.
Right. Good luck to you and the Pirates here tonight, Coach.
Yep. Thank you so much.
All right, there we go. That was Colin Rigney, head coach of the Greensburg Pirates, kind of critiquing your team, Jason. So
he is not allowed because I critiqued him for 4 years while he was wearing the uniform. So, I mean, he's more than welcome to say whatever he wants, but he's more times than not going to be echoing the things I said to him as a player. So it's all right. It's probably the same things I said anyway.
That's right. So, well, everybody's standing up. They're facing the Stars and Stripes here. I think we'll take a break here, a moment here on WTRE and honor America. Again, this is Greensburg at South Decatur tonight. Pirates come in 5-8, and the Cougars here 4-9 on the year. We're going to leave you briefly, and we'll be back. Do not go away. 2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buy-Right Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buy-Right Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
The Start Something New event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the boys at Acre have excellent rebates and incentives on every new vehicle on the lot, with a great in-stock inventory ready for delivery. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal during the Start Something New event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The Wrap Up the Year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the Wrap Up the Year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call To discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
All right, we're back with you here. We just had our national anthem, well done by the South Decatur ladies right here, and getting ready for some basketball here. Jason, I would have you give the starting lineups, but I don't think you know who they are, do you?
I honestly, I can guess for us. I have no idea who's starting for South Decatur.
All right. Why don't you, tell you what, why don't you go ahead and give the Greensburg starting lineup, and I'll do South Decatur's. How about that?
All right, at guard for the Pirates, number 10, he is a junior, Ethan Smith. At guard, number 20, he's a senior, Reese Beaver. At guard, number 22, Jack McKenzie, also a senior. At a sophomore, number 24, Cy Miller. And then a senior, number 34, Lance Coy.
You probably meant Jacoby Miller, I'll bet you. Jacoby, number 30?
Yeah, sorry, Jacoby. I saw
you had one job.
Somebody wrote them right next to each other. Kobe, don't call me Jacoby Miller.
Got it. All right. South Decatur, though, going to be led with by junior Carson Templeton, averaging 15.8 per contest. Drake Skaggs, another junior, 13.5 per ball game for South Decatur. They've got Lucas Ballard, a senior, 11.8. Looks like I'm going to turn my lights on here. They've turned the lights out on me. Let's see what's going on here. And who else do we have? Also, Aiden Bryant, a sophomore, averaging 5.2 per contest. Those are your starters for the South Decatur Cougars. They've darkened the arena right here. And Jason, I tell you what, if you need your headphones turned up or down, you just tell me. I can control what you hear.
All right,
right over here.
And now, Doc, you're of the same ilk as I am.
How's that?
Anytime you hear this music, I don't care if it's high school, college, pro, there's only one thing that it brings to mind, right? 6'6" from North Carolina.
Yeah.
This is Michael Jordan, baby. This is the Bulls. Let's get it.
Yeah. We're looking for a good ball game here tonight. On the road at South Decatur. Carson Templeton, their leading scorer, Jason, was played at Greensburg last year, mostly on the JV squad last year, and now has moved over to South Decatur. And my first thought was, how can he do that? And then I remember back in 2004, my stepson did the same thing, Justin. So
yeah,
he moved from Greensburg just for his senior year to South, but that had everything to do with a girl.
Well,
so there you go.
We won't get into that.
All right.
That happens when you're in high school. And, you know, in the day and age we're in high school athletics, Doc, it's one of those things that kids see an opportunity where they may be able to play a little bit sooner in one spot to another. And, you know, Carson's a great kid, got along well with the teammates and coaches, but he just saw he saw a little better opportunity earlier here at South Decatur, and he chose to follow that.
Yeah, I don't fault him at all. Ball's in the center of the court. I'll do your play-by-play. Jason, we'll try to coax him in to do a little commentary, get him out of his shell.
Yeah.
See if we can get him to talk.
I hate to talk.
Pirates win the tip. Ethan Smith at the point. Looks like South's going to open up in a 2-3 zone here for the Cougars. They'll launch it in deep, an alley-oop. Nicely done. A fingertip catch by Jack McKenzie, who lays it in. Well done by McKenzie.
Indiana executed perfectly there by the Pirates.
Is that what the play's called?
That is what that is called. We've run that since day one of Coach Meyer. Now the boys still run it and the girls run it, and everybody knows it's coming, but it's one of those good luck stopping it.
Got it. So Pirates on defense here. Going up the left side and scoring is Ballard. Ballard opens the scoring for South. We're tied at 2. Went up the left side and just laid it in off the glass. Again, South in that 3-2 zone here. First quarter sponsor tonight. I better look up and see who that is. It's H&R Block. And blocked here. Pirates are blocked. Here comes South Decatur coming back the other way. Cougars with the basketball. It's Drake Skaggs with the basketball. It's a 3-year starter for South. And here's Ballard shooting from about 16 feet away, straight ahead. Ballard scores. He's got all 4 of South's points, and South leads 4-2 here early.
This is going to be a situation, Doc. You know, South Decatur is in this zone.
Yeah.
Probably more so to try to control tempo. So it's going to be really important that the Pirates are getting it out of the net and really pushing that tempo, because the best way to beat a zone is to not let it get set up.
Just don't let them set up. So Pirates miss a three. Here's South again. They lead 4-2 and have the basketball. First quarter sponsor tonight is a Malone Staffing. And here on a putback is Carson Templeton. It's no good. Pirates with the basketball. Pirates a chance to tie here. A couple minutes gone in this basketball game. Malone Staffing, first quarter sponsor, first in the job search. That is their goal. Pirates working the perimeter. And Jacoby Miller will fire a three from the left side. It's no good. Rebound hits the floor. Picking him ball four is Aiden Bryant. He'll bring it himself down court. South Decatur with the basketball. Skaggs kicks it right corner. Over here to Traylor. Skaggs back with the basketball. Pirates in their man-to-man defense. 4-2 South Decatur here early. Skaggs dribbling up the right side. Stop there. Beaver stops him on the right block. Rebounding the miss is Coy. Clears it to McKenzie. He'll cross half court. Pirates again a chance to tie the basketball game. How do you like to tack a zone here, Coach?
Well, we just continue to run motion against it. You've got to get the ball into the interior because it's so easy against the zone to reverse it a couple times and settle for an early three. But you want to get things inside out. You have to attack gaps on the drive, but then make sure you're not just a statue out there on the perimeter. And we call them reverse machines. Don't be a reverse machine. Gotcha.
Coy outlets to Smith. He'll pull the trigger on a three. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay here with the blue. Pirates, the road team in their pirate blue here tonight. They look good in pirate blue, Jason.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that look.
Yeah. South Decatur, the home team in whites. And they'll inbound it in there to Beaver. A little easy pass. South Decatur kind of fell asleep there, and Beaver gets himself an easy bucket. We're tied at 4. Skaggs with the basketball. Crosses half court. Kind of stumbles. Looks like there's going to be a foul on the Pirates. Ethan Smith will be the guilty party. First foul of the basketball game. Again, John Dooley and Jason Simpson here tonight on the call. Deb Potter will be running the pictures for you if you're watching us on the net, on the web. South Skaggs goes wide of the ret block, gets underneath, outlets to the perimeter here to Ballard. He'll shoot from the right wing. It's no good. Rebound Jacoby Miller for the Pirates. Races down court himself with the basketball. Beaver back here to McKenzie. McKenzie's had a good year here.
And you can see Jack's confidence building as the games go on. He's getting more aggressive, looking to be that alpha dog, if you will, in the offense.
Yep, he's certainly taking that role right here. He's when you're a senior and you're halfway through your senior year, you got to realize you can start counting the number of regular season games you got left, and you want to make the most of them. All right, we're tied at 4. South Decatur has the basketball. Skaggs goes to the right side. He's guarded by Bowman in the ball, and it's turned over. Here come the Pirates. Smith racing down court. He dumps it off here to Jacoby. Jacoby gets a layoff. Nice assist by Ethan Smith. Jacoby Miller will get the bucket. Pirates take the lead here 6-4. Good unselfish play. South Decatur with the basketball. Bryant, top the key, swings it over here to Traylor. Back to Bryant. Pirates still in their man-to-man defense. We are in the Malone Staffing first quarter. And Skaggs goes up the left side, kind of stumbles, outlets it to the perimeter. A three-pointer on the way, no good. That three-pointer by Bryant. Here come the Pirates. Jacoby racing down court, pulling up at the free throw line. Tries to get it underneath to a Bowman, but it's thrown away. Turnover Greensburg.
Right idea there, just a half a tick late. Good look.
All right, Skaggs gives the basketball up here. And here's a shot that's Bryant again, kind of just inside the three-point line. Ballard's having a good game. He's got 6 first-quarter points, and we're tied at 6.
I was going to say, it's Ballard 6, Pirates 6 right now.
Again, South staying in that 2-3 zone. Jacoby there in the left corner. And they'll fire it into McKenzie. Will take a shot, about a 15-footer. It's no good, and South Decatur rebounds the miss. Templeton with the basketball, gives to Skaggs, goes up, kicks it to the left corner, to the perimeter. Ballard, a three-pointer on the way, it's no good. And McKenzie boards for the Pirates. Clears it down court to Jacoby. Back to McKenzie up the right side of the lane. Ethan will shoot a three from the right side. It's a long, weak side rebound. Bowman, he'll go up and he will score. He loves to fight in traffic. There are players that can really, that they're in traffic that can get it done, and he's one of those guys.
I'll tell you, John, I always say in practice, rebounding is about 95% want to, and then about 4% luck and 1% skill.
Yeah.
When I say luck, you do have to have a knack for knowing where the ball's going to come off. And I'll tell you, Andrew does a phenomenal job of tracking that ball off the rim, and he just always seems to be in the right place at the right time on the offensive glass.
There's players that just seem to have a knack for a rebound. It's almost undescribable. It's almost just a sense or a feeling.
And what he does a really good job of is, even if he doesn't end up with the rebound, he always finds a way to at least get a tip on it, maybe keep it alive for a teammate or something. He just tends to be in the right place.
So South Decatur inbounds the basketball after this timeout. Pirates lead by 2. Less than 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Templeton goes up and ties the ball game. Carson Templeton, little floater in the lane. 8, everybody. And the boys are past the halfway point of their season. Reese Beaver will fire a three, and he hits it. Senior Reese Beaver, 5 points here in this quarter, averages 6.3. So South Decatur with the basketball. Pirates the 3-point lead. 1:20 to play in this first quarter. Skaggs top of the key, Bowman guarding him. Skaggs spins, goes up, loses the handle, and Pirates steal it. Turnover, South Decatur. Here comes Greensburg. Beaver gives to McKenzie. Ethan Smith, right side, facing that South Decatur 2-3 zone with 1 minute to play in the first quarter. Beaver gives over here to Jack McKenzie. Now Ethan Smith, top of the key. Jacoby on the right side, back to Ethan. Shifting 2-3 zone from South. Jacoby will fire from the right side and hit it. Nicely done by Jacoby Miller. Jacoby's got 4 points. And will absolutely do that. So here's South Decatur facing a 5-point deficit here. 25 seconds to play in Q1. And they get it in deep. Ball is shaken loose. Can the Pirates save it? They can. Turnover, South Decatur. And they return the favor. Launch an ambitious pass down court over the head of intended Jacoby Miller into the South Decatur cheerleaders.
You never like turnovers as a coach, but if you're going to make one, that's one you're like, I guess I can live with it, because at least you're being aggressive, looking to pitch it up the floor. But again, we as coaches were never happy and definitely don't love the turnovers.
You know what they call happy coaches? Losers.
Exactly.
So here you go. 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. South looks like they'll have the last shot of this quarter. They trail Pirates by 5. Here's a three from the right side, no good. And rebound hits the floor, but there's your buzzer. After 1 quarter of play, Greensburg 13, South Decatur 8. We got 3 more quarters to bring you. We'll be back right after this.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, welcome back here to South Decatur High School. Second quarter action getting ready to begin here. Your Pirates leading South Decatur 13-8. John, that was kind of a slow start for both teams. Pirates pulled ahead a little bit, and I'll tell you, it's one of those deals sitting up here in the crow's nest. The Pirates are getting the looks you would want against that zone, and right now they're just not falling. And, as South Decatur's coach, you're kind of happy with those looks because that's part of the reason that you play a zone. You wanted to chuck it from the cheap seats.
Sure you do. Well, we just started this second quarter. Second quarter sponsored tonight, the Decatur County Memorial Hospital, a quality care you want close by. Same day appointments available. Call 812-222-DOCS. So South with the basketball. 13-8. Greensburg in the lead. Skaggs fires a three-pointer and hits it. Cuts that Greensburg lead to 2 with that Skaggs three-pointer. Three-point sponsor tonight is who it always is.
Good old what's-his-name.
Yeah, Dorflinger Insurance.
There
and
we
here,
go. Thank you, Dorflinger Insurance.
Okay, Bowman tries to rebound a miss, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by South Decatur. It's a good shot there by Reese Beaver. Danced off the rim, wouldn't go. And the ball goes out of bounds. It'll be Greensburg basketball. Jacoby inbounds to Reese. McKenzie with the basketball. That's Simpson in the ball game.
Whose kid is that?
I don't know. He's a good-looking kid, though. McKenzie goes up the left
Takes
side.
after his father.
Off the glass,
nice
no.
job there by Andrew. Stays with it.
Yeah, Bowman's putback wouldn't go, but he's fouled.
Excellent job. And that's exactly what we're talking about there, Doc. Andrew just stays with the play, and a lot of times kids will miss that putback and hang their head. He's right back off the floor with another offensive rebound and draws the foul. Now Pirates maintain possession.
This will be taken out of bounds. Foul was on the floor as Andrew was rebounding. Jacoby will trigger it into the right corner. Simpson fires a three. Chip off the old block. Cans a three-pointer. Logan Simpson.
Taught him everything he knows, Doc.
We'll wait till he makes that first turnover. 16-11 Pirates.
Takes after his mother then.
Okay. Ball out of bounds. A turnover here to South. Pirates get the ball back. Yep, Logan, one of the first fellows off the bench here. 6-foot sophomore. Is he 6 feet? He's listed as 6 feet.
Well, he wants to be. So.
Okay, on his tiptoes?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm always skeptical of these heights they list for players, but so there we go. So 16-11 Greensburg. 6:20 left in this second quarter. They try to bounce pass into Bowman. It's picked off by South. Skaggs races down court and then loops up an underhanded layup, and nicely done by Skaggs. And we're tied. No, we're not tied. It's a
16-13.
Yeah, 16-13.
Pirates with the lead here. 6 minutes to go in the first half.
You're here to correct that's Gary's job usually, to correct my mistakes. Three-pointer by Jacoby is no good from the left corner. South Decatur rebounds the miss, and there's going to be a foul on Andrew Bowman on a rebounding foul. (16-13) the good guys wearing pirate blue here tonight. And the white's good guys too. A couple home teams for us, WTRE. South Decatur Skaggs will have the basketball. They trail the Pirates by 3. They face the Pirates man-to-man defense. Bryant with the basketball. Oh, it should have been a travel call, but no. They'll swing it right side over here to Skaggs. Works off a high screen. Spins, gets in the paint, kicks it to the left side, and there's a travel for sure. They got it to Grady Scudder. Scudder did a little shuffle. A little Scudder shuffle.
A little Scudder, a shuffle. Regardless of what it is, it's a turnover. Pirate ball.
There you go. So Pirate basketball. Reese Beaver. One of those players that's a solid player. Doesn't score a lot, but he's does all those other things for you. Jason?
He's that Swiss Army knife, Doc. You can plug Reese in anywhere, probably 1 through 5 in your lineup, and get something good out of it.
Logan Simpson, another three-pointer. Sophomore's got 6 points on a couple three-pointers in the second quarter, and the Pirates lead by that 6 points. Skaggs goes up, tries a layup. He's stripped. Here comes the Pirates. Jacoby Miller gets into the paint, picks up his dribble, gives to McKenzie. Right side, Beaver will pull the trigger on a three. It's no. Rebound comes down to South Decatur's Scudder. And a spinning move is by Carson Templeton. He's blocked there by McKenzie, and here come the Pirates. Logan, another three. This one's long and tipped up, and who's got the rebound? It's Lance Coy. And McKenzie fakes a three, bounces it underneath there to Beaver. Nice assist by McKenzie to Beaver. Pirates score. It's 21-13, Greensburg by 8. Timeout on the floor. We'll take time. We'll be back. You're going to be here when we get back, or we're coming after you.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
All right, Jason.
We're back here at South Decatur High School. Pirates lead 21-13 at that break. Number 52, Jonah Helmick, checking in for the Pirates. And, Doc, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to give Jonah a huge shout-out. He was one of those kids, first couple games, got some minutes, and he sat for about 4 or 5 straight games. And then South Dearborn, he came in and he played some huge impact minutes, and you can see him really starting to come into his own and understand it. So hopefully we're going to get some quality minutes here out of Jonah again.
We will find out. Skaggs dribbling the left baseline. Outlets to the perimeter. A three from there is good. That by Traylor. Traylor, a three-pointer for South Decatur. Pirates lead is trimmed to 5. Jonah in the middle of the zone with the basketball. Outlets here to Jacoby. Back out high to McKenzie. Yep, and it'll be Jonah flashing in the middle of the zone here. He's got the basketball.
Nice.
Gives it there to Coy. Coy, a reverse, gets a layup and nicely
Very
done.
nice. Good look there by Jonah. Lance with a nice left-hand finish.
23-16 Greensburg. South Decatur with the basketball. And here at the basketball, Ballard. He'll clear it over here to Skaggs. Skaggs will reset the South Decatur offense. Pirates in their familiar man-to-man. And we are in the Decatur County Memorial Hospital second quarter. A shot off, that was Skaggs high off the backboard. Rebounded by the Pirates. Here comes Simpson with the basketball. Dribbles into the paint, picks up his dribble. Bounces to McKenzie, a long three-pointer. Count it. McKenzie the bucket, Simpson the assist. 26-16, the Pirates extended to a double-digit lead now. Cougars with the basketball. Thought he traveled, no call. Everybody else saw it. But the stripes, that happens. Ballard's top of the key. Picks up his dribble, swings it over here right side to Scudder. South looking for a shot. They've got Ballard in the left corner. Dribbles the left baseline, lays it up. Nicely done. Ballard, not much of a seam there, but he found it and went in for a layup. And he'll have the and one. Who's guilty on the foul here?
Who are they going to give it to? They gave it to Lance. It could have been either Lance or Jonah. Either one. Ended up being on Lance. His second of the quarter for the Pirates.
Ballard, a 61% free throw shooter for the year. He'll have an and one free throw. It's up and it's short. Rebounded by Greensburg. Pirates retained an 8-point lead here. 2:20 to play in the second quarter. Simpson on the right side. Top of the key, McKenzie with the basketball. 2-3 zone from South Decatur. McKenzie right side. Simpson top of the key. Back to McKenzie on the right side. Jonah trying to post up. Jacoby will pull the trigger on a three. Got it. He's got that thing dialed in here today. Jacoby Miller, sophomore, his first three-pointer. He's got 7 points. Is that what you've got, Jason?
That is his 7th point, and that is the Pirates' 4th three-pointer of this quarter, Doc.
Ballard shoots from about the free throw line. No good. Pirates rebound. Simpson right corner. Something's got into that boy. His 3rd three-pointer all in this second quarter. And Pirates lead 32-18. A minute 38 to play. Timeout on the floor by South. We'll take a break. We'll catch our breath. We'll be back. 2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buyride Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buyride Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buyride Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
All right, coming out of timeout, Logan Simpson, his 3rd three-pointer of the second quarter. Coach, what did he have for breakfast today? That's what he's going to have tomorrow. So,
well, whatever it was, I'm sure Coach Rigney is happy because this isn't an anomaly. That's what the kid's capable of doing. But Colin has been He's been on Logan. He's been on me. What do we got to do to get your kid to shoot it? Well, he's such a people pleaser that at times he's afraid he's going to disappoint somebody if he misses. So finally just pinning his ears back and shooting it when it comes to him and showing what he's capable of.
People pleaser. Where did you get that from?
Definitely not from me.
That's what I'm going to say. So South with the basketball. Minute 26 to play in this second quarter. 32-18 Pirates in command here. Three-pointer on the way for South. A miss there by Skaggs. Rebound by Coy. Outlets to McKenzie for the Pirates. Kicks it to right corner.
One. Why not?
Simpson again. No good this time. Rebound South Decatur. They'll launch it down court to Skaggs. I thought he traveled. No call.
Violation.
And Templeton gets a three-pointer left side. It's no good. Coy rebounds the miss. Pirates on the attack. Beaver goes up the left side, shoots, misses.
Good job by Lance to stay with it there. Kicks back out to Jack.
Yeah, Jack spinning, putting up a shot off the rim. They'll count it, and he'll have an extra.
And you know, Doc, it's funny that you ask, and I know you say it in a funny way, what got into Logan. I remember early in the season talking with Coach Rigney, and he said he was up in arms with basically every kid on the roster and looked at them one day and said, do you all not know who I was? If the ball touched my hands, it went up.
Yeah.
Shoot the basketball, because he was having such a hard time to get capable shooters of shooting it.
McKenzie, no good on that and one free throw. South Decatur with the basketball. We got 44 seconds to play here in this second quarter. South in the right corner with the ball. That's Skaggs. Dribbles the right baseline. Nice move. Outlets to the perimeter. Templeton back to Skaggs. Ball shaken loose. South is able to save it. They'll loop up a shot and dances off the rim. No good. It's put back by Templeton. Carson Templeton has 4 points. And the Pirates' lead is trimmed to 14 with 15 seconds to go in the game. In the first half. You know what I meant. So here we go. Simpson, top of the key, gives to Smith. Back to Simpson. He'll dribble in the paint. He'll loop one up the right side. Got it. At the buzzer, Logan Simpson, 11 points, all in the second quarter. Scores at the buzzer. Pirates head to the locker room, leading South Decatur 36-20. That's a point in the paint. Points in the paint sponsored this year by Scheider Brothers. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk about this first half when we return. Don't go away.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The wrap-up the year sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the crew at Acres have great deals, incentives, and blowout pricing on all new 2023 vehicles. New 2023 Ram trucks save up to $15,000 off MSRP. And pre-owned vehicles are red tag sale price to move to make room for the new 2024 models. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, or Dan Rubel for the wrap-up the year sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
All right, welcome back to South Decatur High School. Pirates lead South Decatur here at halftime, 36-20. Doc, we are joined by your favorite point guard in mind, the point guard of the undefeated 19-0, number one ranked Greensburg Lady Pirates, Mary Harmon. And I know that you said you had about 3 or 4 questions locked and loaded, hard hitters that you could not wait to ask Mary.
Well, first, we're not bringing it up here for nothing. We're going to put her to work. She's going to read something for us, Mary.
All right.
There we go, right here where it says open. You're going to read that for us right there.
All right. Halftime of tonight's game brought by your way by Stone's Farm Service, your Cavuto dealer, quality equipment, so you can just go now. Cavuto and Stone's Farm Service on East Main Street in Greensburg, serving southeastern Indiana for over 30 years. Strong, stable, still Stones.
There you go. We got a career in marketing for this young lady right here.
It is. I like it.
All right. Well, your team stands 19-0. You got 2 regular season games left. You got the sectional draw tomorrow, I guess at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Where are you going to be at 5 o'clock tomorrow?
At Coach Simpson's house.
Yeah.
We're going to be in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
Just ready and waiting.
Yeah, it'll be good times. You ladies get along real well, don't you? You got a good
Yeah.
thing going on right here. So, 19-0, number 1 all season long, and a couple regular seasons to go. How does that feel? You got to tell me how that feels.
I mean, it's great to be 19-0 and just be undefeated, and it's great that we're having all this success. But it really just puts it in perspective how we're not going to have this team together for a while. So then we really just have to make these last games count.
And I think you will, of course, and you know this as much as anybody, but nothing's guaranteed. You can have a bad quarter in the tournament. Someone can turn an ankle. Things can go south. I remember several years ago, Coach Shelbyville was 20-0 at the regular season, lost their first game of the sectional. Your girls aren't going to let that happen.
Hopefully not.
All right. So, well, tell me about the coaching. Do you feel like the coaching's helping a little bit this year?
I mean,
are you winning despite the coaching, or how's this going?
That's exactly right. It's all the players.
Did you get on you girls? Tell me the truth.
This week at practice a little bit, but for the most part, when we perform like we need to, we don't really have there's no drama, no trouble, and we're really thankful that we have such a good coaching staff that's really committed to getting scout and really preparing us for all these games and just putting us in the best possible position to win them.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm going to ask. This is not coming from your coach. This is coming from the radio announcer. Put in perspective for the people that are listening tonight. What does it really mean to you guys? Do you guys have moments just as kids and as players where you stop and think, that was pretty cool. We're number 1 at the beginning of the season, but here we are. We're a week left in the regular season. We're still undefeated, number 1. You guys have moments where you're like, hey, this is some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I think about the team in 2018 that was really good. They went to state. I just think about when I was a little kid and I was watching them at the state finals. I'm like, I'd love to be here one day, and thankfully we have the opportunity to hopefully make a long run, and it's just a full circle moment.
Okay, so for you as a player, you remember back to that, and you saw and you made that a goal of yours. What does this year's version of the Pirates have to do for you to have that opportunity?
I mean, really just play our game. If we put our minds to it and we really just stay focused and stay prepared, there's nothing that this team can't do. I mean, we're so lucky and thankful that we have the talent that we have, but it's just really, we need to stay focused and not let any of the adversity really push us off our path.
There will be some adversity. You go through the tournament, there will be times when things aren't going well. You'll have adversity. Kind of like when you played at Plainfield, you'll have a team giving you a little more than you counted on, and you're going to have to dig deep for those.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one right there. The boys.
Well, and if you look at our regional, if everybody wins that is favored to win, you'll have the number 1, number 3, number 4, and number 6 team in the state represented. Now, it's a one-game regional now with the new format, but you could have, 4 of the top 6 teams in the state all in one regional.
Yeah, very good. So, you can't be slouching.
Yeah,
there's no
absolutely not.
There's no room for error as you go through a one and done kind of tournament. But you ladies can do it. We know you can do it, and there's no guarantees. But that if it was guaranteed, it wouldn't be fun. You got to go out there and earn it. You have to fight through some adversity and such. So, well, we appreciate you coming up and talking to us.
Thank you for having
just
me.
a shout out to some people you love.
Aunt Carrie and Lainey and Mila and Jeff.
You better shout out your mom.
Oh, and Krista Harmon.
There you go.
And Nathan
You always
Harmon,
shout out mom.
Just my whole family, basically.
All right. Hey, we'll be with you all the way. And Coach will be coaching you next Tuesday, but Gary and I will be in the stands watching you. We have enjoyed you all year, Mary. So thank you for coming up. All right.
Thank you.
All right, very good. All right, that's Mary Harmon, point guard for the Lady Pirates, number 1 team in the state. And we got some things in mind for these ladies to advance through the tournament, but boy, you can't take anything for granted.
No, and that's the thing. And Doc, that's where I know I'm spoiled this year. It's kind of cliche, but this group has totally the only thing they were worried about today was going 1-0 today. They're not worried about the ranking, the overall record. What is the next roadblock in our way? And let's take care of that. They're not worried about the past. They're not worried about the future. They know what they're capable of. And maybe, for some, what the expectations are. But worry about today, worry about the things that we control. And I honestly, since the back-to-back state championship teams that I was fortunate enough to be a part of on the boys' side, I have not seen a group of athletes with such a dead set laser focus like my team has this year since those boys. And honestly, that might be the only 3 teams that Greensburg has seen like that. And it's not a prediction on what might happen this year, but we're sure hoping it is.
Very good. So, well, Coach, once you read this where it says close, why don't you read that for me right there where it says close?
I sure will. Halftime has been brought your way by Stone's Farm Service, serving Decatur County and all of southeastern Indiana for over 30 years with quality equipment and a service department that can't be beat. Strong, stable, still Stones on East Main Street in Greensburg.
We're still Stones. Whatever.
Easy.
Yeah.
We're not at a Grateful Dead concert, Doc. This is a high school basketball game.
I get it. You know what? We do like to recognize our platinum sponsors here tonight, too. We're talking about Gillenhall Funeral Home, Acre Automotive, Decatur County Recycling, and Buy Right Auto. Platinum sponsors. Thanks for their sponsorship here tonight. It's kind of nice.
You want some quick halftime stats here for both teams?
Let's do it.
All right, scoring here in the first half. First for South Decatur, they're 20 points. Carson Templeton with 4, Trailer with 3, Drake Skaggs with 5, and Lucas Ballard with 8. And then for the Pirates, Andrew Bowman chipped in 2 points. Lance Coy with 2. We had a trifecta of 7s. Jacoby Miller, Jack McKenzie, and Reese Beaver all with 7. And then leading the way with 11 in the first half was sophomore number 14, Logan Simpson.
I'm telling you, he's been sandbagging all year until this game. So, all right. Okay.
I'm getting yelled at by I can't even get on the radio and not get yelled at by my mother, Doc.
I get it.
Man.
I understand how that works. I do. Well, we're here, the boys' action here. The Pirates boys kind of burst out to a lead 36-20 over South Decatur, and Pirates will have the ball to start this third quarter. Who is our third quarter sponsor? The Napoleon State Bank. Coach, how many locations does the Napoleon State Bank have in Decatur County?
In Decatur County, I'm going to say 3.
You got it right. They get the ball inside deep there to Beaver. His bunny won't go, and they'll outlet to McKenzie. Will fire a 3. It's no good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll go to the South Decatur Cougars. A couple shots on the rim to start the second quarter. No goes.
And I tell you, it's almost basketball karma. I am shocked that 3 didn't go down. I'm telling you, Doc, I've been around this game too long. It's almost a guarantee. If you give up an offensive rebound, the other team's going to hit a 3 if it's not a direct putback. So I'm kind of surprised that 3 didn't go for Jack.
Yeah. So here are the Cougars. They're facing a 16-point deficit here. At home, knocked out of bounds by Jacoby. It'll stay here with the Greensburg Pirates. Who are your last 2 opponents here this week? Are they both conference ball games?
No, we have New Pal at home for senior night on Tuesday, and then we'll be at Lawrenceburg on Thursday.
Gotcha.
So one more conference opponent.
Got it. Are you right now guaranteed a tie for the conference?
We are, yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Skaggs gets a putback rebound on the left side, Drake Skaggs, and it trims the Pirate lead down to 14 points here. Just started third quarter action. Napoleon State Bank third quarter. McKenzie on the left side, still a 2-3 zone here from South Decatur. McKenzie in the right corner. Ethan Smith kicks it left side to Beaver, back to Ethan Smith. Pirates looking for that shot, working the perimeter. Get it inside to Beaver, will turn, shoot about a 14-footer, no good. Rebound Carson Templeton. Here comes South Decatur. Skaggs near top of the key. Kicks it to Ballard, back to Skaggs. Templeton fires a 3. It's no good. And Beaver rebounds the miss, fires it down court to McKenzie. He's in the right corner. Pirates reset their offense against this 2-3 zone.
offense has gotten a little stagnant here to start the third for the Pirates. I'm sure that's something Coach Rigney will address at his first opportunity.
Yeah, easy to do when you've got a lead and you're playing against a zone. Just kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't say it makes you lazy, but it just kind of changes the pace of things here. Three-pointer no good from the left side for the Pirates. Here comes South Decatur. Skaggs, top of the key, thinks better of a three, kicks it to the left side to Templeton, steps in and fires it. That might have been tipped. Pirates rebound it, fire it down to McKenzie and gets a layup. Jack McKenzie, 9 points for the senior. 38-22, the good guys. I shouldn't say good guys, we're playing South Decatur. We can only do that when we're playing Batesville.
That's right.
And Skaggs loops a little right-hander from the right side, about 10-footer. Drake Skaggs scores. Here's Jack McKenzie for the Pirates. Swings it to Beaver, back to Jack on the left side. Still a zone here from South. We're going to see that all game long. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Jacoby back to Ethan Smith. Ethan fires a three, top of the key. It's no good. And rebound hits the floor, and Skaggs racing down court with it and goes to the left side and off the rim, no, but there'll be a foul, I think, on Ethan Smith. That'll put Drake Skaggs to the free throw line. He's a 70% free throw shooter this year. First freebie for Drake is good. Simpson back on the court, as is, who else came in for us? Andrew Bowman
back in for the Pirates as well.
Smith and Coy will take a seat. Skaggs hits the second free throw. He's got 5-10. He's got 11 points here tonight for South Decatur. Pirates lead by a dozen. 4:35 to play in this third quarter. Simpson left perimeter with the basketball. Simpson top of the key, kicks it left side to Jack McKenzie. Back to Simpson, right side over here to Jacoby Miller. And Jack gets in the paint, picks up his dribble, bounces it left side to Beaver. Simpson now right side here to Jacoby. Goes to the right court, right baseline, shoots, off the rim, no. Rebound comes down. That is Drake Skaggs with the board, brings it himself down court. South Decatur with the basketball. And what do we have here? Timeout for South.
By the Cougars, yep.
All right, Pirates lead is 12. We're halfway through this third quarter. We'll be back right after this one. Don't go away.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Welcome back here to South Decatur High School. 3:53 to go in the third quarter. Pirates lead the Cougars 38-26. South Decatur will have it out across from us, Doc, in their half of the court here.
You betcha. Good night for some basketball, just like it was a good afternoon for some basketball. Drake Skaggs at the point here for South Decatur. Swings it to Ballard on the right side. Gets into the paint, bounces underneath. Skaggs can't handle it, and it's a turnover, South Decatur. Jacoby Miller with the basketball. Kicks left side here to Reese Beaver, now top of the key. McKenzie right side, Jacoby. Now Simpson with the basketball, back to McKenzie. Pirates trying to work that zone. If you've got a lead against a zone, Coach, do you like to bring them out of it or just leave them in the zone?
No, it's one of those things that you don't want to get stagnant yourself, and so you can be more selective, but then again, you want to stay on the attack because it'd be real easy. You might stand out there and hip it, and then they finally decide to come out and guard you, but you stood for so long, you lose any momentum you have, and the next thing you know, you look up and it's a game again.
That's a good point. Bounce pass into McKenzie, went up for a shot. He was fouled. He's at the free throw line. Jack's first offering is good. Jack now in double figures with 10 points. 62% from the line this year is McKenzie. Second free throw by Jack, also good. Nestles in. Pirates lead by 13 points. 14 points. 3:11 to play here in this third quarter.
52, junior Jonah Helmick checks in there at that last dead ball.
Skaggs kicks it left side right here. Now Templeton top of the key. Templeton, the leading scorer so far, only has 4 points. Dribbling under the bucket, kicking to the right corner. A three from the right corner is no good. A flat shot there from Traylor. And ball's out of bounds. It'll go to the Pirates. They'll inbound here to McKenzie. He'll bring it himself down court. Gives to Reese Beaver. Left side to Logan Simpson. Back to Jack. They get it underneath to who? Jonah.
Nice.
Jonah scores, and he was fouled. He'll go to the line. Nice
Good
find.
finish. Good finish there by Jonah. Even better find, like you said, Doc, by Jack.
So Jonah at the line. He's 67% from the year. Just limited free throws this year so far. Big Jonah Helmick. I talked to his grandpa this week and said, make him mean. He needs to get mean. His grandpa said that himself.
Free throw up and good there by Jonah. Nice old-fashioned three-point play. Pirates ahead, 43-26.
Said he's a nice guy. He needs to be a mean basketball player. Jonah's got 3. South Decatur with the basketball. And getting underneath and outletting to Templeton. Goes to the right corner. Guarded there by Andrew Bowman. Now Skaggs in the right corner with the basketball. Pirates have been man-to-man the entire game here so far. Ball in the left corner, three-point attempt from there. It's way flat. Jonah Helmick rebounds, gives to Bowman, gives to McKenzie, crosses half court. Pirates with the basketball. McKenzie now on the right side. Less than 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Pirates in command here. They get it to Jonah underneath and misses the bunny. Back the other way is South Decatur. South on the rebound. Skaggs at the point. Dribbles up the right side. Picks up his dribble. Outlets here to Bryant. Now Drake Skaggs. He's guarded there by Reese Beaver. Templeton dribbles to the left side. Dribbling left baseline and looping up a shot over Jonah. Put back from the other side is good. That by Paul Schuttmer. Schuttmer off the JV team gets a putback and trims the Pirates' lead to 15 points. Beaver top of the key. And here's Bowman, left baseline, kind of bullying his way up. Puts up a shot, no good. Helmick the putback, it's no good. Skaggs rebounds for South Decatur. Races down court, spins, goes up the left side of the lane, picks up his dribble, forces up a shot, he's fouled. Jonah playing well. You certainly don't want to hang your head for a few misses. He's been playing well so far this game. Drake Skaggs at the line. Just hit a couple free throws there. And the first one is a no-go. Drake Skaggs, one more to go. Going to try to trim into the 15-point Greensburg lead, and he does with his second of 2 free throws. Ethan Smith brings the ball down court. Kicks it over here to Jack McKenzie. Back to Ethan. Dribbles in the paint, stops, outlets to Jack. Fakes a 3, dribbles in, ball comes loose. Oh, a nice job. Recovered the ball on the left side, turned around and put it in. Jack McKenzie.
Jack's 6th point of the quarters. Pirates push that lead back to 16, 45-29.
Skaggs with the basketball. Gives over here to Schuttmer. Dribbles under the bucket. I think he stepped out of bounds, and the official said he did. Are we expecting a big crowd Tuesday night when New Pal comes calling for your senior night?
I have a feeling if you aren't there early, you're not going to like your seat, Doc.
There you go. Well, we'll come and get us a hot dog and a popcorn and maybe a pretzel.
And hey, let's not exaggerate here, but we do know, and you've been going for long enough now, Jacoby Miller's 3 up and no good. That's the end of the third quarter. Pirates lead South Decatur 45-29, but we know the best popcorn in the state is what popcorn?
It's the Pirates. They pop it fresh.
It is
It's good
Teresa
stuff.
Cavacci's popcorn there at Greensburg High School, but we're going to take a break here.
Yeah, you go to Batesville and it's whatever they popped last week. So
Yeah.
anyway.
And that's being nice.
Okay, we'll be back after this. Do not go away.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
All right, everybody, welcome back here to South Decatur High School. Fourth quarter about to begin. Will be South Decatur's possession. Pirates lead South Decatur 45-29.
All right. Well, Jason, who's our fourth quarter sponsor right here?
Our fourth quarter sponsor tonight, Russ Hubler Ford, offering new and pre-owned vehicles, exceptional car care, and customer service with a smile. That's Russ Hubler Ford in Greensburg.
All right. South Decatur has the ball to start this fourth quarter. That fourth quarter was, or that third quarter, Jason, a 9-9 quarter.
Not many stoppages in play, some pretty clean play, just not a lot of baskets by either team for that matter. Turnover there by South Decatur. Pirates will take possession with that 16-point lead.
All right, it was a turnover by South. Here, Jacoby fires a 3. It goes. Jacoby Miller open for 3, took it, hit it. That's his second 3 of the game, and he's got 10 points here tonight so far. Just started this fourth quarter. Cougars with the basketball. Skaggs gets in deep, shoots off the rim, no good. Coy rebounds it for the Pirates. Got the shot he wanted, and Jacoby goes to the left side and has to reverse dribble and reverse layup and hits it. That's not what he intended to do. He kind of bobbled it, and he did a reverse layup and hit it. Made an easy shot hard. Have you ever seen him do that?
Oh, Doc, my favorite phrase this year, don't complicate simple.
There you go.
Happens far too often.
Pirates standing here with a 21-point lead, 50-29. Just a minute gone in this fourth quarter here. South Decatur basketball. Shetmer with the basketball. Outlets over here to Scudder. Skaggs dribbling up the left side, and looks like he's fouled there by Smith as he goes to the drive.
Well, Doc, I'll tell you that as a coach, it gives me a headache seeing that. Everybody in the gym knows that Skaggs is left-handed, and when the person that is guarding it, whoever it is, in this case it's Skaggs, everybody knows what way he's going to go, and when you open your body up and give that up, drives me insane.
The whole thing about coaching is you tell them to do one thing and they do something else. So
it always tends to be the exact opposite, it seems, too, but not on purpose, I'm sure.
Reverse layup is missed by Skaggs. Pirates on the rebound. 6:27 left in the basketball game. Ethan Smith feeds Jonah Helmet, tries to feed Coy. Probably should have shot that himself. It's a turnover, Greensburg. Back the other way are the Cougars. Yeah, Skaggs has the ball in his hands about half the time when the Cougars are on offense. And he gets it underneath. Probably should have been a foul call. Skaggs scores and was bumped to the ground. No call, but Skaggs gets the bucket. Jacoby goes to the left side, dumps it underneath there to Jonah. Left-handed layup, scores, and he'll go back to the free throw line for the extra. Good job for the Pirates finding Big Jonah.
The hoop and the harm, as they say.
Jonah wearing the black socks. Is that good luck?
Sure, we'll go with that. Well, I mean, you got to think he is a helmet, and We know the Helmicks and the Rickies are all Purdue fans, so maybe it's got something something to do with Purdue. We won't hold that against him.
Jonas short on that and one free throw. He's got 5 points here tonight. Pirates lead 52-31. 21-point lead. I did that math in my head, Coach.
I'm impressed. I didn't even see you using your fingers either.
I don't have that many fingers. Ball out of bounds. It'll stay here with South Decatur. Simpson will come in and replace Smith in the Pirate lineup. Looking for one more three out of him today. What do you think?
Why one?
Okay.
Be greedy.
Skaggs attacks from the right side, earns himself a layup. He's having a good ball game. Pirates lead is trimmed to 19. Greensburg with the basketball. McKenzie bounces right side to Simpson, into Jonah. Jonah tries to feed underneath the Coy.
He's seeing the right looks, but it's about a half a tick late. So he's got to get to that point now where he's not just seeing it, but understanding when is the proper time to release that. Nice job there by Jack.
Yep.
Dive to the basket. 2 points.
Yeah, Jacoby
outbound
inbounding the basketball, found Jack cutting in. That was a good job by both of them. And here a miss by South Decatur, rebounded better by McKenzie. Fires it down court here to Miller. Miller bounces under to Coy. It's up. It's no good, but Coy will go to the line for a couple. Who's guilty on the foul?
Ballard with that foul.
Coy at the free throw line. 67% on the year from the stripe. He's got 2 points tonight. And it'll still be 2 as he misses that first free throw. Boy, one thing at last night against Brownstown Central, Brownstown a really accomplished squad, but the Pirates had 4 players in double figures last night.
And that game was obviously played at a much different pace than this one has been played at.
Right. And here's Skaggs, picks up his dribble in the paint, throws it away. Here comes Greensburg. McKenzie bounces it down to Coy, off his fingertips out of bounds. Turnover Greensburg. Good idea.
I was going to say, nice job there by the Pirates in transition to get out. Just got a little excited, got a little ahead of himself.
Russ Huber forward fourth quarter here tonight.
Number 24, senior Cy Miller checks in for his first action tonight for the Pirates. Good to see Cy getting some minutes here tonight, even though I did credit him with the start.
Logan gets the ball. Simpson gets the ball on the steal, gives it to Jacoby. Goes left-handed for a layup. It won't go. Tip back won't go. And South Decatur with the basketball. Skaggs on the left side. Picks up his dribble. Clears top of the key here to Bryant. Dribbles in, goes underneath, and he's fouled. It's either going to be on Jonah or Jacoby. Let's find out.
Looks like it's going to go on Jonah.
Aiden Bryant at the line for a couple free throws for South. The first one's no. Still looking for his first point tonight. Another by right auto free throw coming up here for Aiden Bryant. Aiden's second free throw is good. He's in the scorebook now. Jacoby Miller will take a seat. Who came in? It's
I didn't see. Who was that?
number 44 right off the tee.
Zayden Miller.
Zayden Miller's in.
Zayden Miller
Okay.
came in.
All right. Simpson swings it over here to Cy Miller. And Cy, a three-pointer, no good. Rebound, the putback is up, no good there. And here comes South Decatur. Quickly back the other way. And here's a timeout on the floor. South Decatur calling time. Got just less than 3.5 to play. Pirates lead by 20 points over South Decatur here. We're at South Decatur for some Saturday night basketball. We'll stay with you on this one because, Coach, we got to do some trio sponsors. Walters Tire, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, Hamilton Tebby Law Office are all trio sponsors.
And Doc, what does that mean? What is a trio sponsor?
Well, I think
I know what a trio is, but
I think they sponsor all 3 of the county schools, Greensburg, South, and North.
Makes sense.
I'm going to go with that.
I like it.
Also a school sponsor here is H&R Block. You know what? It's getting to be late January. It's time to think about your taxes. Get your W-2s together. Go to H&R Block, get your taxes done. Get you a big refund. Come out here and enjoy some basketball.
Well, let's hope for the big refund. That's our hope.
Yes.
And if you're not getting one, you know what you do? Fudge on some numbers. Nobody's going to know.
Yeah,
I learned that from you, so if the government comes asking, I'll say, Doc, do it.
All right, back to the ball game. Here we go. 3:27 to play. South with the basketball. Ballard kicks it to the left corner. South Decatur basketball. Aiden gets in, turns, spins, shoots off the rim, no good. Jonah Helmick boards for Greensburg. Simpson brings it down half court. He's top of the key, swings it left side. Back to Logan, now Cy Miller with the basketball. Three-pointer right side for Greensburg. It's Hayden Ramsey. Ramsey with the was it a three-pointer?
Yes, sir.
So back the other way are the Cougars. It's 57-34 Greensburg. 2:40 to play in this basketball game. And dribbling up, shooting, and off the rim, it won't go, is Tatum Traylor, but he will go to the line. Simpson tagged with the foul.
Whose kid is that?
I don't know. He wasn't raised right, but we'll put up with it.
Must be his mother's fault.
Traylor's free throw, no good. You know what Gary always says. Ball don't lie. Must have not been a foul. Traylor, a sophomore. Second free throw also will not go. Here comes Greensburg. Simpson swings out left side. Cy Miller, another three-point attempt. He hits it. Cy Miller, I think that's his first three of the year in the varsity competition.
You love to see it.
60-34 Greensburg. Ballard with the basketball for South. Bullies his way into the lane, forces up a shot, scores, and they're going to call a foul on the Pirates. Well, there we go. Yeah, Ballard kind of spun and bullied his way in. Simpson guilty of the foul. At least the officials say so. Jason Simpson over here shaking his head.
Good thing I'm on the radio. I might have words, Doc.
Ballard's free throw. Yep, ball don't lie. It's no good. Jonah Helmick boards the miss. Gives to Logan Simpson. He'll cross half court. 2 minutes to play. Cy Miller left baseline.
Whoa.
Swings it to...
Little excited on that one.
Throws it to the fans on the other side of the court. Turnover Greensburg.
You know what they say about that, though? They were wide open.
All those fans were.
They were.
Okay. It's Russ Huber Ford fourth quarter. Bryant with the basketball. Gives over here to Schuttmer. Turns, spins, shoots, and scores somehow. Paul Schuttmer, a two-pointer. That's
his second bucket of the night, Doc. You said he came off the JV.
JV squad, yep. So they get it to Jonah, and a three-pointer from the left side, in and out, no good there by Simpson. Put
get
back.
In there. Nice job there by Cy Miller on that follow.
Cy the putback from the weak side, and he earns an extra. He was fouled on the attempt. Who's guilty of the foul?
Who'd they put that on? That was on Ballard, his third for the Cougars.
Cy hits the free throw. So he got 6 points all in this fourth quarter. Pirates leading 63-38. South with the basketball, 1:15 to play in the game. And Schuttmer turns and spins and shoots off the backboard and scores.
Well, in honor of our former JV coach for years and years and years. You know what Rob Ballou would be saying right now?
What would he say?
He's going wild out there. Schuttmer comes in. He's got 6 points. He'd be going crazy. Who's got that guy?
Simpson, the three.
Oh my.
It's no good.
Stick to the pass next time, Junior.
Okay. South on the fast break. They'll shoot from the three. It's short. Rebound to Cy Miller. 2-on-1 break. Cy goes to the left side. Left-hand layup. Scores. He's saying, why don't you play me more? I got 8 points in this fourth quarter.
Cy's going to end up messing around being the leading scorer tonight, Doc.
He might very well. South with the basketball. Gives over here to Ballard.
I can only guess his girlfriend is in attendance because I know that they had an afternoon game, so she could probably make it here. That's what's inspired Cy tonight.
There you go. Well, Ballard will dribble out the final moments here. 9 seconds left in the ball game. Fans stand with applause. Pirates leading by 25. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Listen for this. Listen. That's the sound of a Greensburg Pirate victory here tonight at South Decatur, 65-40. Pirates move their record to 6-8. South Decatur record moves to 4-10 on the year. So that's it. Pirates pick up the win here tonight. Saturday night basketball on WTRE. We'll step away for a moment and we'll add up the points. Jason Simpson will have the scorebook for you when we get back, and we'll talk with Coach Colin Rigney. So don't go away.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg, has some great savings on tires. Right now through the end of February, you can get up to $180 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And as part of the Goodyear Service Network, your repairs are covered wherever you travel. And farmers, the Goodyear service trucks come to you when tire problems arise on the farm. Walters Tire, 220 West Main in Greensburg, phone 812-663-7551.
2 seconds to go. The shot's up on the rim, and it's.
Don't wait till the end of the game and the final buzzer to take your shot for a newer vehicle at Buy Right Auto. Great game-winning vehicles and deals with Buy Right Auto's experienced team. Win the game with a vehicle from Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore, 920 North Michigan Avenue, or call 812-662-9922 today.
The Start Something New event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Right now, the boys at Acre have excellent rebates and incentives on every new vehicle on the lot, with a great in-stock inventory ready for delivery. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood for a great deal during the Start Something New event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, 1407 North Lincoln in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
The wrap-up the year sale.
All right, we're back with you here. It's a final here tonight. The Pirates winning 65-40 at South Decatur. It's time to go home and get in the Lazy Boy. If you don't have one, Taft Furniture has this area's largest selection of Lazy Boys. Score with a Lazy Boy. When I think of Lazy Boys, I think of Gary Bailey, who's not even here tonight. Jason Simpson replacing
part-timer. That's right. What he's known as.
Well, Coach Colin Rigney visiting us here tonight. Coach, your thoughts on the ball game?
We took care of business, and most important, I know there's not a traveling trophy or anything, but we won the county.
There you go.
That's a huge thing in Greensburg basketball. I don't care who you are. People keep score when it comes to that kind of stuff. So to be able to come on the road after a tough one last night and take care of the county, that's a great feeling.
Very good. So congratulations on the win. You split your 2 games this week. Good effort last night against Brownstown Central, and carried that over here tonight. Coach Jason Simpson, Coach got questions for the coach?
Coach to coach here. So kind of a slow start to the game for the Pirates. Talk a little bit about what it's like on that sideline, because it's human nature for kids. The very first catch against the zone, you're so excited, I'm open, I should shoot it. But explain to everybody listening why that's not necessarily the best shot and the shot you're after, that very first catch and shoot 3, when a team has just settled back in that zone.
Well, as you know, we all want threes to come inside out. I mean, that's the picture perfect. They always say the best 3-point percentages come from an offensive rebound because it's inside out. And, like you said, to start the game, we just kind of move them around on the perimeter. They're not guarding us. They're not having to work defensively when we do that. And then we don't get it. I think, what'd we miss? Our first 6 or 7 threes probably. Doing that. We finally got to the rim a little bit, got a few stops defensively. That was our biggest thing. We're a team that our defense translates into offense. And our offense is much worse when we don't get stops defensively. So when we get stops, then we get a push and transition to be able to shift the defense. Then we get a high post flash to a dive, and then we get a kick out 3, and we started to see him fall.
Let's talk a little bit. First of all, everybody knows that Jack's going to be the guy who's going to carry the weight for the Pirates this year. Let's talk about 3 guys off the bench tonight. And I swear this has nothing to do because he sleeps in the house that I pay for. But talk a little bit about the minutes you got out of Logan Simpson and Jonah Helmick and Cy Miller.
Well, number one, we give out poker chips kind of as a thing for guys that do their job well tonight. And Logan Simpson got one because he shot the stinking basketball, which is something that we preach him for. He probably, thank you, if I had to guess, gets the most in the top 2 for most extra time in the gym, shooting. And to be able to see him finally get that confidence, be able to see him run in transition, hands and feet ready to cork and fire, and he shot at a great percentage tonight. So that was outstanding. Jonah, just his presence, to be able to see him seal down at the bottom of that zone. I know there was one play in the second half we hit Jack at the top of the floor, and he gave a quick pass fake and hit Jonah right there as the defense is rotating for actually an and one. And then Cy, it was great to see him get out there and have some success.
Well, and I think we kind of talked about it on the broadcast. You can see, and I mentioned it, Jonah was that kid that the first couple games of the year was getting out there and getting minutes, and then we didn't see him for a long stretch. And now he's starting to dip that toe back into earning some minutes, and I thought he was phenomenal down at South Dearborn. And then tonight you can see he is seeing the plays that need to be made, and maybe tonight was just a half a tick late on that high-low and things. But talk about his progress as this year's gone on.
Well, he's worked his tail off. You're exactly right. His journey has been a roller coaster. We started our first 2 games, and then after that, I want to say it was at least 3 games where he didn't see the floor. And I told him, right now it was primarily defensive purposes. Just one, matchups. There's some times with someone like his size, if they're going to run a 5-out action, you got to guard on the perimeter. Just not quick enough to be able to keep guys in front. And kudos to him. He has had the best attitude and worked his butt off in practice every day, which is exactly why he earns valuable minutes in a South Dearborn or in a South Decatur, where we got to stick him in there because he's earned that. So he's done a great job of that.
And so now we turn the page, like you said. Always a good thing when the Pirates are able to win the county, taking those county matchups against North Decatur and South Decatur. But now we turn the page. What's coming up this week for the Pirates?
We got Lawrenceburg coming up this weekend. And
on the road.
On the road, yep. And I know I just told those guys, I know it's still a sour taste for me, and I wasn't even a part of the program last year. But I know that sectional loss in triple overtime was crushing to those kids, and I told them, I said, we've been waiting a year for this rematch to be able to go get them, and on top of that, we take care of Lawrenceburg, they're undefeated in the conference right now. So that puts us right back up there at the top of the conference.
Yeah, very good.
So looking at that game, you say that everybody's looking forward to that one and things. Obviously, a little different style in the way that we're playing, but what has to happen on Friday night for the Pirates to come out on the right end of that matchup?
We have to keep them off the glass. They do a great job of going to the offensive glass. The Mucker kid, the Kaniga kid.
No, wait, time out. Did you just say Mucker?
Yes.
How is he related to the infamous Kelsey Mucker?
Is it his son? I want to say it's his son.
Oh, my goodness. I still have nightmares about the athlete that was Kelsey Mucker. But I digress. I'm sorry. You go ahead.
It's either son or nephew. I don't know how that is related. There is relation. And he is strong and physical, and Kaniga is strong and physical. They're all strong and physical. And they do a great job of going to the offensive glass. And in my opinion, that's the reason that South Dearborn, we didn't come away with a win there. Because I don't know what the number was, offensive rebounds, but it was too many. Yeah. And that's going to be our biggest focus.
And so in saying that, I know what my answer would be to this, but I'm curious to hear yours. It's coach speak to say, well, we got to keep them off the glass. So these next 4 days in practice, what do you do from a preparation standpoint to be sure that doesn't happen?
It's not just working rebounding. It's one, keeping the ball in the middle of the floor. That's always our focus. Keep the ball in the middle of the floor, make them take tough jumpers. And then two, the live ball rebounding, seeing the ball come off different ways. We can't just go in there and work certain rebounding drills, working technique. We know how to rebound, but it's getting the reps to be able to match the physicality. This will be a week that we go a lot of varsity on varsity just because, the physicalness of our JV won't cut it from a practice standpoint. We'll be able to get rebounds just because we can jump over them and be more athletic. And that ain't going to cut it. We've got to go. I need Lance battling Andrew to go get a rebound. I need Jack battling Reese and all of that. So it's going to be a good week of preparation for us. My guys have worked very, very hard and have had great attitudes the whole way. I have no doubt that it's not going to stay the same.
Well, and you know this because you've played for me and you've heard me in interviews and things. I've always said, and I firmly believe this, about 95% of rebounding is want to, and about 5% is technique. So you've got to find a way in these next 4 days. You got to keep hammering that point of this is what got you beat last year. This is what they do well. And they've got to get to that point where they pin their ears back. It's not going to be about being pretty and you got it. This is not going to be a game of pretty. You got to get in the mud, and you got to be willing to get dirty, and you got to be willing to battle somebody.
Absolutely. Guys like Andrew and Lance who I think pride themselves in being able to get on the glass pretty well. They're not just going to be able to play off 2 feet and go get it. It's going to take putting a forearm in somebody, getting them out of the lane. We always say, I don't care if you get the rebound. I care if your match gets the rebound. If we have 5 guys that get a check, someone will release and go get the basketball.
Yeah, very good. Hey, we're looking for a nice ball game here tonight. Really a nice week of basketball. Next week will be a big week. Like I say, we'll be at Lawrenceburg with you. Ladies will play their senior night Tuesday against New Pal. Well, and we talked pregame, but the ladies having a season. You can't say enough about the season they're having so far.
Oh my goodness, and that's what I told Coach. I don't know if he heard what I said because he's got the headphones on, but I told him great win today.
Yeah.
It's any time that you go to Batesville and get a win. I don't care what sport you're playing. I don't care the talent level of either of the schools. It is an absolute battle, and it's a grind, and it's always a great feeling to come out of there with a win.
Very good. So, hey, we always appreciate your post-game visit. We had a good time these ball games Friday and Saturday night. Coach, some parting words for us?
Nope. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. We love you.
We'll be with you the rest of the season.
Yep.
All right.
You.
That is Coach Colin Rigney here tonight. The Greensburg Pirates here winning at South Decatur. South Decatur fighting the good fight, but it was the Pirates here tonight, 65-40. And Coach Jason Simpson, did you get your scorebook straight? Did it agree with my score sheet?
It did. We got
That's
it here.
Scary, isn't it?
Let's start with South Decatur. First for the Cougars, 4 points for number 1, Carson Templeton. Next we had 2 6-point scores. Number 2, Tayden Traylor. And number 23, as you kept mentioning off the JV, Paul Schupmer came in and gave some nice minutes for the Cougars. They had 6 apiece. Then Lucas Ballard got into double figures with 33. And the leading scorer tonight, as he has been all season for the Cougars, number 11, Drake Skaggs, comes in with 16. Then for the Pirates put 1, 2, 3 in double figures tonight. First, we had Lance Coy and Andrew Bowman with 2 apiece. Hayden Ramsey came in there in the fourth quarter, knocked down a three-pointer for his 3 points. Jonah Helmick off the bench with some nice minutes, especially there in the second half. Jonah with 5 points. Then you had Reese Beaver with 7 points, all those coming in the first half. Then, as we mentioned, the super sub off the bench there in the fourth quarter. Senior Cy Miller comes in and gets 8 points. Then our 3 double-digit scorers. Sophomore Logan Simpson had 11 points. Another sophomore, number 30, Jacoby Miller, with 12 points and leading the way as he has all year for the Pirates. Senior, number 22, Jack McKenzie, with 15.
Jack a slasher. He loves to attack the bucket.
He does, and it's so nice to see because early in the year, and you could see this, I've had conversations with Colin. It was like, this is not a knock on anybody. It was a legitimate basketball question. How much deprogramming had to go on to get to where you want? And he said far more than I ever imagined. You can see them getting back to that slashing nature, and it's really nice to see Jack getting back to the player that he truly can be. And you know, these last few games, you've really seen him being aggressive to score, and it's really shown in the basketball that the Pirates have put out on the floor.
All right, good ball game tonight. Drake Skaggs from South again led all scorers with his 16. Jack McKenzie for the winning Pirates with 15, like Coach Jason Simpson said right here. Again, we'll repeat the ladies, their senior night next Tuesday night at home against New Pal. We need you to be there, but if you can't be there, we'll be there for you, or at least the other broadcast.
Randy and Tom and Mike will be there.
Randy and Tom and Mike will be there for you on that one. And the Pirate boys, again, will play on the road Friday at Lawrenceburg. And I tell you what, Lawrenceburg, we had played just like South Dearborn. We'd beaten them 23 times in a row, and then they beat us by 2 the other night. It was about the same thing last year when Lawrenceburg beat us in double overtime, or was it triple overtime? Whatever it was, a couple overtimes. It had been something like 25 in a row, something ridiculous.
It was far too many overtimes for the number of points that were scored by both teams. We'll just say that.
You're exactly right.
Not that I remember.
Okay, here we go. Well, that's it. It's a final here tonight with Pirates advancing to 6-8. South Decatur going to 4-10 tonight. You can listen to us, as always, on AM 1330, FM 104.3, WTREradio.com, YouTube Live, YouTube Archived. Thanks to our many sponsors. The views expressed by these announcers, especially these announcers, not necessarily the views held by WTRE ownership and management.
But they should be.
He's out of practice, isn't he?
It's been a while. I'm sorry.
It's all right. WTRE is locally owned and operated by Sandy Binniger, Mark Gravely, and Kathy Versman. I'm John Dooley alongside Jason Simpson. Deb Potter running the pictures here for tonight. Thanks for listening, everybody. Coach Jason Simpson, tell them all good night.
Be there Tuesday night at Pirate Dome, and we'll see y'all Friday night on the boys' side, Thursday night on the girls' side here on WTRE.
All right, that's it. We're checking out.